Nobody wants to be in Houston. Deshaun Watson doesn't want to be in Houston. James Harden turned down a 2-year extension for $50 million a year to be in Houston. Victor Oladipo last night turned down a short-term extension. Granted, he probably wants a more long-term contract. And I also have to say this. Damn, that was an embarrassing game last night, Key. They played the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies won 133-84. Guess how much Memphis's bench scored, Key?
How much?
85 points. Memphis's bench outscored. It's outscored Houston. That's bothersome for Houston just in general. It's really a shame what's happening in Houston right now all the way around.
It's total rebuild, right? I mean, that's just what it is. They completely blew the thing up.
I know, but between basketball and football, which is our show, which is what we covered, I'm just trying to find something positive to
They
talk
still
to
got the cheating Astros.
Oh, jeez.
Didn't have a garbage can. Had to go to the mic real quick. Number 3.
At 3.
Julius Randle is Chris Bosh in Toronto.
Actually, Julius Randle, the season that he's having right now is better than any season that Chris Bosh has had. Now, I know people were saying, hey, Jay Will, you're crazy. Brendan Turnery, actually on our own show, was able to break this down. Chris Bosh, I know he's 11-time All-Star, multiple NBA champion. I'm not talking about accolades, but the season he's having right now, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists per game, is better than any individual season that Chris Bosh has had, even when he was with Toronto.
Why are they comparing? Why are they bringing Chris Bosh into Julius Randle's conversation?
Because, hey, they're both lefties. Games are similar.
Okay.
They both kind of play the similar position. But what Julius Randle is doing right now, no disrespect to CB. CB won all-time legends. Obviously played with LeBron James, D-Wade, won championships. But what Julius Randle is doing right now is special.
Different body types. One dude is super long. The other dude is kind of, got a little muscle to him.
Yeah. Julius Randle more of a banger too, but can knock down the 3.
Time to get a little serious here.
At 2.
LeBron to Zlatan. Quote, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the international soccer superstar, quote, I would never shut up about things that are wrong. Before Jay weighs in, here is LeBron James. Over the weekend, if I could say this colloquially, I guess the bottom line is Zlatan was the latest guy to tell LeBron right now it might be better to shut up and dribble, and LeBron told him to shut up.
There's no way I will ever just stick to sports because I understand how this platform and how powerful my voice is. And he can just ask Renee Montgomery, if I would have shut up and just dribbled. Seeing that beautiful black woman today, be a part of a group, part of an ownership group now with the Atlanta Dream down in Atlanta. And it's funny he say that because I believe in 2018, he was the same guy who said when he was back in Sweden, talking about the same things because his last name wasn't a certain last name that he felt like it was some racism going on when he was out on the pitch, right? He did say that, right? Yeah, I thought he said that. So I speak from a very educated mind. I'm kind of the wrong guy to actually go at because I do my homework.
Look, you may not like it. You may disagree. You may have a differing opinion politically. But every player has the right to speak up his mind. Zlatan, if that's how you feel, okay. But I'm always going to respect a guy like LeBron or a guy like Keyshawn or a guy like myself that decides to utilize their platform to speak out for millions of people that don't get a chance to be heard. Now, some of the interesting tweets I've gotten and DMs I've had with people, listen to this. Well, LeBron's part of the black elite in L.A. He doesn't connect anymore with the people that actually, pushing for things like Black Lives Matter or involved in the streets. Well, LeBron James also spent 17, 18 years of his life coming from that background. I think he has the right to speak out for a lot of people that come from that background. And I don't even know why we got to this place where all of a sudden I'm going to tell you, don't do this right now. Stick to your sport. Damn, Zlatan. I liked you. I still respect you as a player. I just lost a little respect for you as a person now. That's how I feel. You're entitled to feel whatever way you're entitled to feel.
When was the last time Zlatan been in any black community at all, other than maybe when he played in L.A. in Carson, which is predominantly Polynesian community with a few blacks sprinkled around. It's whatever, man. I get tired of people trying to tell athletes that they should stay in their lane and be quiet and don't do this and don't do that from a political standpoint. He's uplifting his community. He's doing everything that he can to reach back down and help those less fortunate.
Zlatan is entitled to his opinion, and I'm
he's
entitled to not like his opinion.
He's entitled to his opinion, and we are entitled to not like his opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, last
So
thing.
the hell with him.
Yep.
Yeah, the last thing I
Moving
would
on.
say, if you're wondering exactly what he was referencing, LeBron was, Ibrahimovic doesn't exactly sound like a Swedish name. He's from Sweden. He has a Bosnian background, which is where Ibrahimovic comes from. But LeBron essentially saying, hey, remember when you were talking about being harassed because of your name in your home country? Now the shoe's on the other foot. So that's exactly what that was in regard to. Last one.
Woo.
And running point.
Like we are PG network.
Number one. Not PG, not Paul George here.
Yeah.
We're going to go. The Nets can win a title without KD. We know obviously he's out with a hamstring right now.
It's not crazy to think about. Let's say AD does not come back. If AD doesn't come back, I don't think the Lakers are the favorite to win it. You might have Utah in that scenario. You might have the Clippers, even though they look bad the other night against Milwaukee. But watching the Nets play with James Harden, who is my front runner to win MVP as of right now, if you ask me to pick it today, with Kyrie Irving and the way they play, they are positioned to win an NBA championship. I don't think they have 3 superstars. If KD's not available, this team still has enough if AD does not play. If AD plays, I'm still going to have the Lakers as a favorite if they're at full strength. But if AD does not play and KD does not play, I still think the Nets can win a championship, which speaks volumes about this team.
Is it my eyes, or does James Harden just look like he's in better shape, or the best shape that he's been in such a long time?
Man,
like he just looks quick.
He got that pop to him. He lost about 25 pounds.
He looked like he got that pop. I just seen him boom, boom, boom to the cup on somebody. I'm like, okay, all right, that's a little different.
And for all this stuff that everybody keeps talking about, him and Kyrie, man, they've really meshed well together. It's scary how talented they are. What you about to say?
For now.
For now.